Don't know what I was thinking. Must have been dropped in my infancy. For liking that show, that movie. That was a good movie. I mean, it was gruesome and kind of dark, but then again, all 80s movies were dark back then. I mean, heck, before 1985, 1986, there was no such thing as PG-13, so it was either PG or rated R. So,
yeah,
you got some pretty extreme stuff in some of those old PG movies. Nothing wrong with it. Let me get this tie all straightened out, because I don't even have a tie clip on this yet. I'm of course wearing. I went to a party and had some lovely ladies interested, and I was like, well, that's no good. I can't have that. So I decided to wear my schematics for the Millennium Falcon, just to get some nerd creds to drive away all the beautiful women.
Yeah, I can see why you'd need to do that.
It's a curse, I tell you. This has been kind of a fun week. As I was just saying, it's went to a party on Friday, and I completely mangled my thumb while
he sucks it.
While I was basically getting the super clear ice that I was going to be taking to the party, because I was acting as bartender at this party. I cracked some of this super clear ice off, and a shard impaled me right down through the thumb. And then I was like, blood started coming out, and all of a sudden it hurt really bad. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's soothing, because the ice was melting inside my thumb, and it was making the inside of the cut all nice and cold. So that was kind of nice. I had to throw out like half of my ice, though, because of the blood that was all in it. People are such prudes not wanting to drink ice that has my blood all over it. What's wrong with people? And yes, this is part of the Superb Owl pregame. There's evidently a big sports ball tournament taking place today. Did you know about that, Fred?
Oh, no.
Nothing about sports ball?
I don't watch sports.
Me neither. Last time I did anything sports.
I started watching Bunghole. That's quite a show.
Started watching what?
It's like curling. There's a game called Bunghole. Okay, where they throw beanbags across the room and drop them into holes.
Okay, so sometimes it's called Bunghole, sometimes it's beanbag toss, sometimes it's called cornholing. Cornholing I think is something else, but cornhole is exactly what you're talking about. The name of the game.
Yeah. And yes, I knew the difference.
Well, that's good. Some people don't.
Well,
now we get to play a game and then watch the Superb Owl competition. I think that's how it was pronounced. So, I don't know.
What is the Superb Owl competition?
The Superb Owl starts at 5:30 today, I think.
What is it?
It's a big football game, from what they tell me. The Superb Owl is like the championship football game. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. SuperBowl, maybe? I don't know. Womp womp.
I didn't catch that.
I know. I had to spell it out for you. So
you really did. Thanks, Chuck.
You're welcome. Anywho.
I need to look more like a dumbass, right?
I am thinking there's a forktail flying over there, or a wyvern. I want to kind of check out if I can kill him. So there's a forktail up there, and there's a wyvern right here, close. Ooh, that's considered a level 34 deadly. Okay, let's not do this. Let's brave Sir Robin ran away. Okay.
He ran away.
Yes, he did. So I am not going to mess with a level 34 beastie when I'm only level 25. Especially when there's a second one flying around that could actually land and ruin my day pretty quickly. Because I might actually be able to handle a single level 34, but I can just see that going so wrong so quickly. Philippa Eilhart's kind of chosen method of non-teleportation travel is to just to transmute herself into an owl and fly away. They fly silently, so nothing can really hear them moving around. And it's just...
Great. And the witch hunters probably messed with them. Works. Who would have thunk?
Okay, so we got a portal stone right there. So that's what he was making a mention, that it's a perfect spot for an owl because it's all dark and roomy enough to fly around in.
8 portals. Make my stomach turn. A remix. It's Edge Frayed. This is an owl feather.
I always kind of like it when you get the wind and the storm starting to blow in.
Yeah.
Slowly
getting here last night.
Slowly getting darker. Well, that's the neat thing about being in the real world, is that the graphics are amazing. And,
Come on, that was funny.
well, that's why I said it. We already know the rest of the stuff here. He's Temerian resistance, so we're going to ask him.
There you go.
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Cerys there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer Morhen.
Okay.
How cool is that?
I know where Cerys is.
And why are we here? Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Cerys. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there. The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
A wild hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Cerys?
I know where she is, and the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Cerys. I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks, not to mention I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland on Craite did.
Erland Stonefist. So this is Winter's Blade. Thought I was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Craite family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
I can't accept it.
I can't take this.
You can, you must. Let me do this much at least.
If you insist. Thank you.
He cannot send an army. So he's going to give him an heirloom instead.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
All right, let's see if we can sell it. Another thing, part of the Brothers in Arms thing is help Cerys. That's Crocon Craite's daughter. She's trying to do her heroic deed so that the annals will sing of her.
Luck's run out.
Like that.
Well, that entire combat, it seems like I just tore people. I mean, here's part of a torso right here on the ground.
Oh,
It seems like everybody got a unique finishing move here. So I thought that was pretty interesting. That a lot of times
I like
it's
the head flip at the end.
yeah. That's nice and cinematic, but that's usually when I expect to see them. It seems like every kill I made was an actual.
Critical hit.
Yeah, it was one of those artistic, cinematic execution type things. I'm like, that's pretty fun.
You're a fisherman too, right?
In my personal life, yes.
I was gonna say, you must be good at putting the worm on the hook.
No, worms are... The reason why worms are so ubiquitous is because they're easy bait to get. And honestly, they're just too easy in many cases. I, on the other hand, I don't do anything easy because I am a masturbator. I don't settle for any basic bait like most other people use.
I was thinking that.
Now, a lot of people don't know that about me, but I take pride in my masturbating ability. So. Don't. Have a straight face. Come on. Keep it together. I was trying to explain to someone how drunk I was, and I'd always heard the phrase 3 sheets to the wind. And I was wondering if that's a naval term for how messed up somebody is.
It would probably be talking about sails.
Right, and I was just wondering if you knew the actual...
The root? No.
Yeah, okay. These are all white pearls, but that's cool. I'll take...
But 3 sheets to the wind would mean you're...
Oh, okay. So, because I'd always heard that before, and I'd known it was a cliche, and I'm like, oh, I'm 3 sheets to the wind. I'm completely gone. I was like, what exactly does it mean? And I'm like, 3 sheets, does that mean sails? Because
Yes.
I was explaining to someone
sure.
what a loose cannon was. I gotta get some air.
Oh.
I was explaining to somebody what a loose cannon was, and I know the background of that is a naval term.
Yes.
So I was like, 3 sheets sounds like a naval term too. Look at them all underneath me. Okay, I gotta go under. Wow, they hit me, jerk. Ow, teacher. Sing me a song, siren. To be 3 sheets to the wind is to be drunk. The sheet... Oh, somebody looking it up. Okay, well, let's swim back. I got a black pearl now. To be 3 sheets to the wind is to be drunk. The sheet is the line that controls the sail on the ship. If the line is not secured, the sail flops in the wind and the ship loses headway and control. If all 3 sails are loose, the ship is out of control. At least that's what Google says. Okay.
Greetings, White One.
Alright, we got your sword.
Got Huskuld's sword like you wanted. Have yet to check if it really can't be chipped.
Well, well. How did you manage it?
Didn't take much. Just a bit of holding my breath and swinging my arms and legs at the same time.
Strong in the mouth. Let's see if you're as cocky in the ring.
Yep. Let's go.
Ready when you are.
Then let's start. May Freya choose the victor.
Just gonna play this defensively. Oh, she got a triple attack. Okay. Knock her out.
Enough! Enough! Oh, gods!
Not surprised you have a hard time finding worthy opponents.
In the end, one came along. Where'd you learn all that?
The super secret of blocking followed by hitting you in the head. So, where did we learn all that? At Kaer Morhen, or you've probably never heard of the place?
Probably never heard of the place.
You've probably never heard of the place.
You'd be surprised, but you needn't tell me if you don't want to.
It's no secret, actually.
In that case, will you tell me later? Over mead? Somewhere cozy? I started to think you'd changed your mind.
I'd never miss a chance to spend a pleasant evening with you.
I don't know that I'll make for engaging company. In truth, I rarely talk to men.
We don't have to talk, or why rarely?
Why rarely?
Rarely? Why?
Well, I don't like to waste time chatting before fights. And after them, I've none left to talk to. And now that I've finally met someone stronger, seems Freya's played a cruel trick on me.
What's Freya got to do with it?
I swore to the goddess that only he who bested me in battle would lie with me, take me as his wife, and give me children.
You're out of luck.
Yeah, so I can help you out with the first bit, or Freya's cruel, wrong guy beat you.
I like to help you out first bit.
There you go.
Can't
Well,
really help you with the
why
second
not?
and the third. But I'm sure I could think of something to satisfy the first.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
Children, look away.
We'll be done in a moment.
Very well.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, yeah.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Cerys. Heard she stayed here.
On Craite's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Cerys. Where's Cerys?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
What? Damn.
Yeah, happened to him? Yeah.
I say something wrong?
You must forgive the Earl. Hasn't been feeling well of late.
Is he sick? He didn't seem quite right during Crach's feast, but...
Forgive me. I must go to him.
Where's Cerys? I've got to find her.
I don't know. Ask around.
Great. Cerys.
Oh, shoot.
Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt, why are you here?
Came to look for you. Crach's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword. Where's the sword? I've got to go back.
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to.
You have to tell me what's going on.
I wanted to help Ulrich.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have if I'd only found the sword. It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Ulrich's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Ulrich.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Ulrich and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, The clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brockfar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear, or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now, powerfully so, and it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one, the one the gods speak to. I believed it once, but now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Jort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Jort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brockvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Cerys and her brother, Hjalmar, they all spent time with Ciri when they were all kids. Ciri spent time here on the island, and so these are like some of her childhood friends. That's why he's like, no, there's no way in hell I'm letting anything happen to you. I'll get the damn sword. Here's the sword.
Oh, that's the sword.
What's this about?
Look behind you.
Hey, it's Affable Gentleman here. It's a couple days later, and I'm editing the stream, and I'm noticing there was a period where I was kind of very snippy to Phred, and I'm now realizing exactly what the heck happened. We were in the haunted house, and the Heim appeared briefly, and he said to get out the Green Lantern, because he remembers the Tower of Mice quest with Keira Metz, and how the Green Lantern allows us to talk to the dead. Now, in my head, I'm getting frustrated because it was a Heim, it was a shadow demon, but I realize, because I've played this once before, I knew that Fred's never played this, so he's still thinking that the problem is the ghost of the Jarl's dead brother, which now makes perfect sense why Phred was wanting the Green Lantern to get pulled out. And I was being a bit snippy to him, so I want to take this moment to apologize. It actually makes perfect sense that he would actually make that conclusion and say, hey, that's the route he wanted to go in, because he's still of the mindset that it's a ghost of the brother. So, sorry, Phred.
Get out your Green Lantern.
I've got it set to horn, so I gotta switch it all out. See the shadow on the wall?
Yes.
Is that,
yes.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about? Yeah.
Yes.
The heck is blue? That's right. That's one thing that throws me off, is that the lantern itself is blue. Ooh, not a lot of visibility there.
Only worthless.
So I was like, let me look at that. That's just weird. Okay, nobody saw me trip over that box.
Oh, I thought you were throwing it over on purpose.
No. I'm just clumsy.
Cast off.
All right, one sheet to the wind. Here we go.
All right, now you'll notice the boat wasn't tied up.
What? Nonsense, you
The
say.
boat wasn't secured to the pier.
I specifically saw lots of tyings and moorings to the pier. Yeah, I don't know. No, of course not. Grounders over there on that little island.
Can they get on a boat?
No, but they can destroy your boat.
Oh.
Must be the place.
Why does he know that? Oh, he's in the circle.
Yeah, he knows this is... He also has this feeling on his medallion. Oh, see? Crap. Get off the boat. Get off the... Dang it, shut up. See?
He's eating your boat.
Exactly.
I don't care what it says.
Well, that's just good, We gave him the
Is that your
sword.
boat sinking, or is that you going up?
That's me.
If anything, time to see Udalric.
Okay, so...
Up anchor? Absolutely.
Engage motorboat.
Yeah, and then some.
You will notice there's a little symbol up on the upper left-hand side that now shows my boat
Is damaged.
having damage on that particular... What would that? It's not quadrant. That would be a sextant? I don't know.
That would be starboard side of midships.
Yep. I just know that if the boat had been divided into 4 pieces, it would be that quadrant of the boat had been damaged. But I don't know
I see.
which...
Bah, you never hear it caught. It's the beam. It's the starboard beam.
Yeah.
Dead in the middle.
Right.
I want to see him back up.
Beep, beep, beep,
Stop!
beep, beep.
That's wrong, mister.
Yeah. Do boats not work like that in real life?
Why'd you do it?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
When did they talk to you?
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
Yeah. Okay. Let me talk to my associate here.
My associate.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well? Know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Okay, we're gonna trust her on this one.
Over there! She's running to the old house!
Grab her! She stole the baby.
You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
I can't read it.
Right, I just paused the game temporarily. Do we give the baby back to Udalric, or do we actually put the baby in the oven?
Oh, we're going to give it back. I can't put a baby in the oven.
So we're not trusting
Am
her.
I wrong?
Well, we're not trusting her then.
Okay, then.
My thing was, the whole thing is that Geralt cannot really know, that they can't understand. No one, the fewer people that understand what the hell's going on, the more likely the Heim is to figure out that it's a trick. We are specifically trying.
All about the Heim.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to trick a demon. So.
Well, I lost that whole thing.
Okay.
Put the baby in the oven. I like it.
All right, so we're
really
trying to trick a
disreputable.
demon. Yes, it is supposed to be horrifying though, because it's like, and that's one of the reasons why it gives us a timer. But I know how slow you read, so I'm like, let's pause it for a hot second, and we're gonna go ahead and put the baby in the oven.
Put the baby in the pot.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Oh, you cast force field on the actual oven door so that they can't get in to take it out. The demon thinks it found a new host.
Yes.
Aki.
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
We just fooled a shadow demon.
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Farewell, Witcher. Favorable winds and following seas to you.
To you too. So long.
That oven, the structure of the oven, had a front door and a back door into the actual servants' quarters. They could be making food in the back quarters, putting it into the oven, and then taking it out of the front. That sort of design. And so basically when he tossed the baby in the oven and sealed it Cerys was on the other side, pulled the baby out, and the father, the Jarl, just freaked the hell out and broke down, and the Shadow Demon thought, hey, you know, I could just possess Geralt now. And once the demon realized it had been fooled, it would just kind of dissolve away into nothingness. I think it was, I was talking to some old guy, and we were talking about the size of the hill country, or the central Texas area, and we realized it is larger than the country, just the hill country of Texas is larger than the country of Scotland, and is nearly on par with the entire island of Ireland. Good luck and have a wonderful day, and if you're into sports ball, enjoy the big game today, enjoy the commercials, and have a good one, okay?